We haven't made a determination about Las Vegas as an NFL market. That's part of the relocation process. The Raiders submitted an application. It's one that we're considering carefully, but there's a great deal more work to be done, and there are several elements of that. Financing of the stadium is just one. Obviously, the stadium project itself, the depth of the market, all of those are things that we've studied over the last several months, but that will increase in intensity over the next month or so as we move forward in that process. A second, as it relates to whether gambling can coexist with the NFL, in fact, it does. It's happening today. It's sponsored by governments. It exists throughout our world. What we have always said is we need to make sure that there's a fine line between team sports gambling and the NFL. We want to protect the integrity of our game, and that's the line we will always do.
You detailed the process in the coming weeks about evaluating the Las Vegas market. Are you confident that you can complete that evaluation in time for a vote in the March meetings? And then I'd also ask, if Las Vegas were to fall through, could San Diego be a viable option?
We are confident that our process is thorough, that it will examine all of the issues that need to be examined to make the best possible decision from the ownership. If for some reason we can't complete that by March, we'll deal with that. But the ultimate objective here is to make the right decision. And I've said it many times before, relocations are painful, and you want to be intelligent, you want to be thorough, and you want to make sure that we do it with a great deal of sensitivity. And we want to make sure that we're doing what's in the best long-term interest of the NFL. So we will see on the timing, but we've been working on this the last couple of months, analyzing this. But we have now more information, and we'll have to get more information as we go forward. I think for any team to relocate to San Diego at this point in time, we're going to have to find a solution to that stadium problem, and one that we couldn't do after probably 15 years of effort. That doesn't mean it can't happen in the future, and in fact, there's a history of markets that get these projects done once a team leaves. That's unfortunate, because I think it's a painful way to do it, but this is something that we obviously would work towards, but we're moving forward at this point.
You recently said on a national radio show that if the Raiders move was approved by owners, you would not compromise any of the league's values. Were you referencing gambling, and would you be opposed, or the ownership be opposed, to a casino having partial or full ownership either in a team or the stadium?
We've always said that we're going to maintain the integrity of our game by making sure there's a separation between sports, gambling, and the NFL. That is something that we think is imperative for us. We want our fans to know that the game that they're seeing unfold on the field does not have any undue influence. We recognize gambling occurs out in the marketplace, as I said at the first answer. But this is something, from our standpoint, we have rules that are in place. The Raiders have not asked us to compromise those rules as it relates to our policies. We will continue to have that separation going forward. So I don't see an ownership position in a team from a casino. That is not something that's consistent with our policies. Not likely a stadium either.